I'm joined now by two people who spoke at today's march. Two people perhaps closest to Johny Wactor. Micah Parker, one of Johnny's close friends, and Johnny's brother, Grant Wactor. Thank you to both of you, and my sincere condolences that you're having to live this nightmare. And I appreciate what you did today, taking up the banner to try to help solve this. Grant, just to that, is the family getting any updates from the police? Are they saying anything about leads or progress?
So I mean, as of right now, they can only tell us so much because, I mean, honestly, good news or no news is good news at this point, I think, because the less that they're telling us means that there has to be something that they're pursuing. That means that there's going to be progressions in the case itself. So we're trying to be as patient as possible, and I mean, they give us the little bits where they can here and there, but it's like we're just trying to let them do their job to the best of their ability, and just hoping that they just continue to put their best foot forward with it.
Well, you're a saint, displaying that kind of patience, because I can't imagine how hard this is. How's your family doing?
I mean, I was like, our emotions are kind of swelling right now, but everyone's kind of sticking together is the main thing. And they've gotten to see all the support that we have out here. I got to see it firsthand in person in LA, and everyone back home, I've gotten to tell them. I can't wait to even tell them in person about all the support that we've had. I mean, it's definitely reassuring and encouraging knowing that there are so many people that Johnny had at his back and are in his corner.
Well, and that turnout today must have felt good, just to know that there is that love and that support. And to that end, Micah, have you had any response from the city leaders about what you're asking for, more resources, like to really focus on this crime, and maybe even to put forth a reward?
So, no direct response yet, but I imagine it's coming, because people showed up today, and as Grant said, it was an inspiring day. There's a lot of frustration felt in this city from the citizens who have to walk down the streets in fear and anxiety. And they showed up today to voice that frustration and to say out loud what they've been saying in private for so long. So I think it's only a matter of time we get a direct response. I know that the mayor's been in touch with Scarlett, which is a great sign. We also had some contact with the DA's office today, and they assured us that they're working closely with major crimes. But, for us, number one, we want these killers brought to justice. That's what we want, number one. So doing shows like this, the press conference today, was to continue to shed light on the case and to bring attention so that anybody out there will come forward with information. But also, it was to give people a platform to share their frustration. And I think the city is going to hear that. I think they heard that today. And the first step in solving a problem is admitting that there's a problem, admitting that there's a crisis, because there is.
The producers of General Hospital put up a lovely tribute to Johnny. I think it was a title card, and it said, "In loving memory of Johnny Wactor." It seemed as though he was certainly beloved by the folks in his profession, and you can see out on the street, he had a lot of friends as well. And there you are, Micah, a close friend of his. What do you want people to remember, Micah, about your friend?
Yeah, and 5 of the General Hospital actors actually showed up today to the march, and it was such a busy day. I didn't even get to really talk to all of them, but I think that's a testament to who he was on his time, with his time on the show, to have made such an impact on those people. And I want people to remember Johnny as not as a celebrity whose name we're just seeing in the press now, but Johnny was a down-to-earth guy. We kept saying today, it happened to Johnny, but it could have happened to any one of us.
Of course.
Johnny was one of those guys that no ego. He was hustling. He was working a bartending job, pursuing his dream, living a life just like any of us. He loved to rock climb. He would raise his hand to do any job, doesn't matter how dirty or inconvenient. He was a man of his word. He was a man of passion. And it feels like his presence was truly felt today. I mean, we were just talking, he's here now.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.